A business idea, which is likely to be frowned upon by many in our parts of the world, is one my guest ventured into. Call it being daring or pullers. We'll soon find out. My guest today is Marian Naa Aku Allotey, and she is the CEO of L'Exquisite Lingerie. Today we'll be speaking about some bikinis. Welcome. My name is AKI OKUMO, and this is today's Entrepreneurs. I must say this on camera. Marian Allotey is just a professional. She was here on time, and I'm so sorry once again, Marian, that I was late.
Never mind.
And
it's okay.
Welcome to today's Entrepreneurs. First, the name of your shop, L'Exquisite.
Yes.
How did you come by that name?
Okay. When I started my whole business, I was looking for a name, obviously, and I didn't want to go by the Naku's whatever or Marian's Closet. So I sat down, thought about it, and then two words came in mind: luxurious and exquisite. So I just thought of how to combine the two words, and so I came out with L'Exquisite. So basically, L'Exquisite means luxury and exquisite.
Okay, so and I don't think a lot of people know the personality behind L'Exquisite. So could you tell us your name, your school background, growing up, how it was like, how many siblings?
My name is Marian Naa Aku Allotey.
Okay.
I'm 26 years.
Wow.
I have two other siblings, a boy and a girl. I'm the firstborn. I grew up with my parents. My parents are in Takwa.
Okay.
Yes, so I grew up in Takwa. I had my basic education in Takwa. I was in Goldfield Schools Complex. But then when I got to JHS, I moved to Cape Coast. I was in the boarding house. I went to Ola boarding JSS.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to university practice, also in Cape Coast.
I know of that.
And from there, I went to UCC, also in Cape Coast. I spent a lot of time in Cape Coast, yes.
So at what point did you move to Accra?
I moved to Accra after school, but then I used to come to Accra very often.
Okay.
I did my internship in Accra National Service here. So during vacations, I was in Accra, and that was it.
Okay. Well, so I'm curious, why women lingerie? Why women clothing? How did you start? Just tell us about it.
Okay. I started this whole thing in my final year in uni.
So that would be in Cape Coast?
In Cape Coast, that was 2015. That was when I started.
Okay.
I had always wanted to start something for myself, but I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to venture into. So there was this day I had a pool hangout with my friends, and so I needed a bikini. And like every girl would do nowadays, we'll just go on Instagram. So I went onto Instagram, went through a couple of pages trying to search for a bikini to buy. And it was quite stressful because as at then, we didn't have a lot of bikini shops. Yeah, so I went through like a whole lot of pages, and eventually I got one. And you wouldn't believe this. As at then, it was selling for 250 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
And it was just a normal panty and bra. Like it wasn't anything extra. I had to buy it, however, because I needed it.
Yeah.
But then after that, so that was what prompted my decision. After that, I was like, wow. First of all, it looks like we don't have a lot of bikini sellers on the market. And then the price at which the person was selling it for was way, because an average uni girl wouldn't want to buy a bikini for 250 cedis.
True.
So after that, I went onto the net, I saved, and then I got some supplies. I got to know that it wasn't that expensive. Yes. But I had difficulty in starting because as at then, the supplier I got, the minimum quantity she quoted for me at that time, my capital wasn't going to be able to meet that.
Yeah.
But fortunately for me, she dealt in sunglasses as well.
Okay.
So I started with sunglasses.
Okay.
And then gradually I was able to have enough money to now order bikinis. So that was how it all started.
I was just about to ask that, how much money did you need to start? But it looks like...
Well, I didn't need that huge
amount of money.
Yeah, because like I said, I got to know I couldn't start with bikinis, so I started with sunglasses. And then gradually.
So this comes to the normal Ghanaian perception about young women wearing bikinis and exposing their bodies and all that. So I just want to seek your thoughts as a young lady who deals in women lingerie and all that. How does that make you feel? Are you in any way worried or intimidated that people say, oh, she's the one selling the bikinis to...
First of all, I don't think wearing a bikini should be much of a problem because we have every outfit for every purpose. You get it? Yes. So if you can't tell me if I'm going to the beach or the pool, I should be in jeans. Yes, I respect that we are from a Ghanaian society. We respect our morals. Yes, I do have morals. I respect my morals. But then this is where I find myself. I have clients who wouldn't want to expose much of their... I have different styles to suit everyone. So someone would come and say, I want a full piece because I don't want to expose my tummy, my boobs, you get it. And there are people too who want the very revealing one. Yes, so we have different styles to suit everyone. Yeah.
Okay, so again, you started talking about your clients, and that is just my next question. How do you pick their styles? How do you know that this will fit this person? How do you, the fabric, the design, what goes into it, all of that? Okay. Their body types, maybe.
Yeah. First of all, when I started, we have the normal panty with bra. We have the high waist types. But then what I realized is, on the Ghanaian market, most of us want the high waist ones.
Okay.
Pardon me to say, but a lot of Ghanaian women have big
stomachs. Yes. Okay.
So mostly I try as much as possible to bring in a lot of high waist ones because those sell really fast. Okay. Unlike the normal panty and bra and then the very exposing one. You have daring people who would want exposing ones, but then I try as much as possible not to bring much of those ones because not everyone wants that. Okay. Yes, and there might be people who don't even know their size and all of that, so I assist them. Yes.
Okay. So what kinds of brands do you deal in? Do you travel to get them yourself?
I've not traveled yet to get them. What I do is I buy.
Okay, and it's shipped
and then yes, it's shipped to me. When I started, I dealt with a couple of brands, but now what I do is if I see a design that I like, because over the past years, let me say I've come to develop this personal relationship with the person I buy from. I used to buy from 3 different suppliers, but for some time now I've been able to stick to just one person. Okay. Yes. So even if I see a particular design somewhere else or something comes to mind and I think this looks good, I just WhatsApp her. Okay. Can you help me out with this? Or I try to sketch it out for her. Okay. And she's been very helpful. Though I've not met her before, I've not seen her before. Wow. All we do is WhatsApp, WeChat. Yes, that's it.
Which country is she in?
She's in China.
That's nice. So let's talk money. Buying from China, imports, the exchange rate.
I know.
How expensive is it for a young woman like yourself?
You know, we learn as we go on. I must say, when I started, it wasn't that easy because it was my first time doing this whole thing. When I started, I was using DHL. So I order and then it comes via DHL. Because I wasn't buying in larger quantities, I didn't have to bother about customs clearing and all of that. And then there came this particular time I said, oh, let me just increase my quantity.
Okay.
And you won't believe this, the staff got to Ghana and now I was called. Like, I was so confused. I have to come to clear my stuff and all of that. So I got to the DHL office at the airport. I had to go through an agent because I hadn't done that before. And it was expensive, trust me.
Okay.
But then despite all of this, I was still using DHL because I hadn't gotten any other option. And fortunately for me, I remembered I had a friend in China who was schooling. So I contacted her and she was like, oh, why have I been using DHL all this while? Like there are cheaper ways of, exactly.
Having a bikini line in Ghana, what would you say are some of the challenges you face?
Some of the challenges I face.
Because unless someone is going to the poolside,
exactly,
or unless someone is going,
there's an occasional something. Yes, it doesn't. That's why now I realize that. So now I don't have just bikinis at my shop. I have shoes because I realized the bikinis is as and when you need it, you get it. It's not something someone will just get up and say, I'm coming to buy a bikini. Unless if the person is that random. Yes. But then, yes, I feel I get more people buying during holidays or when it's getting closer to holidays. Yes, as example, Easter, Christmas. You realize that people tend to buy more when we have some holidays somewhere there. Yes.
Okay. Are you looking forward to expanding into a men's line as well?
I've
like their briefs and those singlets and those things.
I think I might consider that because I've had that question several times.
Because I think you're being biased. You should, you know.
I'm not being biased, but I'm a woman, so I know what women want.
Okay. Where is it located in?
ARS Runabout. It's not so far from East Legon. It's not so far from UPS.
That's like a vantage point. How did you get that place?
It wasn't easy, just when I decided on getting a shop, like it was stressful. Okay. I even had someone go away with my money because yes, it was that stressful. When I decided on getting a shop, initially I wanted to get a small container because I was thinking, hey, would I be able to afford this? Yeah. So the plan was to get a container and then spec it up. So I had to get a land first. I had this guy who used to help me with my stuff because I was a corporate worker back then. So I had a 9-to-5 job. So you can imagine combining that with my own business. So he was the one who basically helped me with a lot of these stuff. So he helped me get a land and then we had to
register.
Exactly, do the container and all of that. Apparently he was always inflating the prices for me. And I had no idea. So there was this day, somehow I came into contact with the person who made the container. And I spoke to him. I think they were supposed to go and roof it. So I asked him, have the people been able to roof it yet? So he said, they said they'll come tomorrow. So I was done with him. I got off the phone with him. Surprisingly, 5 minutes after he called back, he said, Madam, can I please talk to you? I said, yes, what is the problem? And then I won't mention the person's name, but then he asked, is this person your brother or your friend? I'm like, he's just a friend, but he's been helpful. Okay. Do I know this isn't the amount he charged for the container? So what I felt was, apparently he decided on it with the guy and told him he was going to give him a share of it, but he didn't go according to his word. And so he had to choke him.
Oh my.
And it was good all this happened because if I had put up my container at where I wanted to put it at,
would have had problems.
I'm sure by now they would have told me to, because now it's a filling station. And then, yes.
You would have lost the money you
exactly
invested in buying the
I would have lost everything.
Wow.
So, like they say, everything happens for a good reason.
Yeah, and this is rather a good one. So, at this point, is the family aware of what you do now? Are they in support of it?
My family has always been aware since day one.
Okay.
Yes, and they've been very supportive. Because when I wanted to put up the shop, obviously I couldn't start with my smaller quantities. So now I needed to stock up the place. So I spoke to my mom, I spoke to my dad.
And they helped.
And then, yes, they gave me funds.
Wow.
To support.
That's cool. You know, in Ghana, when women are excelling at something, you find people saying that, oh, this lady, she's doing this to get her money, she's doing that to get her money. As a young entrepreneur, how does that make you feel? And as a woman as well, how does that make you feel?
All I would say is, if you don't know someone's story, don't go talking about me behind my back. Because seriously, I've been through a lot. I started from nowhere. I'm not where I want to be yet, but then it's a gradual process. Yes, you might know me as Naku. Yes, we're all in school together. She didn't have anything, and all of a sudden, I'm here now. That doesn't mean I haven't put hard work into getting to where I am now. A lot have gone into this. I didn't do that on my own. I spoke to friends who loaned me money. You get it?
Wow.
And I paid them back.
Okay.
I spoke to friends who loaned me money because in doing that, I had to rent the space. I had to rent speakers. I had to rent chairs, canopies,
even food.
And I even had to get enough stock so that when people come, they'll be able to get what they want. So I had to loan money from friends. So you don't just sit somewhere and then think that because everything is going on on well for someone, it means she's doing something else. Or but then yes, there are generous people out there who
help people. Do you have any regrets doing this? Or
not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Like I said, I had always wanted to have something for myself. So not at all. I feel I'm going in the right direction.
Having riders, having a space, bringing in goods, selling, would you say it's profitable? Because you have a whole lot of expenses that you make. Are you able to make that cut?
When I started, no, but then now,
yes. You are able to. That's amazing. Would you want to give us an age?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think so. But then, yes. Now, when I started, it was quite hard for me because bikinis were not that common. I don't know if you know, but the bikinis are not that common in the Ghanaian market. Like here, you would go to the mall and see some shops sell bikinis, but Charlie, the prices.
So, where do you see L'Exquisite and yourself in the next 5 years? Do you plan on having your own homemade brand?
In the next 5 years, hopefully I would be able to have my own bikini factory, come out in my own styles, design my own styles, and have people make them for me. Yes, I can't sew, but then...
You know how to design. Yes. I was even about to ask that.
I can't sew, but then hopefully in the next 5 years, we'll be able to have a Ghanaian L'Exquisite brand.
That's amazing. What advice will you give to the young ones who probably want to start something similar to yours?
Well, all I would say is you should just start. Yes, don't sit down saying I don't have the money yet, or I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. It takes just little to start. You get it. Using myself as an example, I didn't need that. I don't know what you would want to venture in, but then whatever it is, you can start little, start from somewhere, and then gradually you get there. And then just focus. Don't let, there would be a lot of negativity. That one there plenty. But then if you know this is what I've set my mind to, this is what I'm aiming at, just go for it. And then don't let other people's negative comments get to you. Because me, I've had it several times.
Several times. And how do you handle it? Do you break down and cry?
They don't get to me, trust me.
Are you sure?
Very sure. What rather motivates me is talk about me and let me do it in your face. See me progress, and that is when you know that you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time whilst I am making it.
That's amazing. So we've come to the end. I've gotten to know you. I've gotten to know a bit about L'Exquisite. I don't wear bikini unless you are going to show me what it entails, like my size, and I haven't even worn one before. I have no idea.
You don't go to the pool?
No. You should take me.
Okay, one of these days.
You should take me. So we'll play a quick game.
Okay.
And it's just these 4 cards. Which is your favorite color? So that we go with that one.
I think I'll go with red.
Okay, red. Wow. Okay, red. Red is wordplay. And you're a businesswoman, so I'll just go straight to business words for you. I'll do much. What word do you think this is? You mentioned it when you were talking.
Really?
Yeah. Should I give you a clue?
Yeah.
It starts with an O. The O.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
What word is this? It's O. It starts with O. Okay, I'll add another word.
Okay.
P.
Is there a U and there?
Yeah.
You said O or P?
Yeah. Okay, so you have 2 tries. At least try it.
O, P. I was going to say opportunity. Right?
Yes, it is. Oh, there's no U.
Yeah.
Yes, producer, you didn't add U to it. There's no U. Okay, so the next one. This is, you should just get it at a glance. Yeah.
Business.
Yay! Business. And then the next one is, you said now you make a lot of
Profit.
and then you should have a
Vision.
yay! And I've said everything for you. It's made it easier for you to get all the. This is the last one. And when you are starting, you need.
Financial.
Yeah! She got all our numbers correctly. Wow. A sense of opportunity, which my producer didn't add you to it. So, producer, that's on you. Thank you so very much, Marian, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I've learned a thing or two about lingerie and bikinis, and did I get one?
Yeah, you should.
I should.
I'll get you one.
On our pool date, yes. I'll definitely wear one.
Okay.
So all too soon, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of today's Entrepreneurs. I had with me Marian. Thank you. She's such a gorgeous lady and calm. I really least expected that. And you said you are Aku.
Yeah, Naa Aku.
And
I can't speak that. Oh, don't disgrace me in front of the camera. It's not my fault that I can't speak that. I think you should blame my dad.
Because you didn't grow up in Accra.
If my dad watches this, he should be blamed for it. Though I grew up in Takwa. Yeah, Takwa is mostly Fanti. And my mom is Fanti, you know.
Okay.
And my dad was away for a while. So
then it was just fun. You this year for the Omo. Have you eaten people?
Yeah, I have.
Do you like it?
Yeah, not bad.
That's cool. Okay, so please, like I always say, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel for more amazing interviews that will inspire you at home watching. Today has been fun and quite, calm because we are women and we don't talk plain. So it's nice again seeing you watch this. And my name is AKI OKUMO. Thank you.